We are going to start listening test now. Just a random test I will pick. Set your target. सोनाक्षी मैम बोलो, टारगेट बोलो आपका कितना है?
8.5।
8.5। चलो। मनप्रीत मैम, आपका टारगेट कितना लग के चल रहे हो?
8।
चलो, not bad. Going to start. Now you have to achieve your target. Both of you.
ओके। हाँ
So
जी।
focus and concentrate अच्छे तरीके से करना. ऑडियो रिपीट नहीं होगी. क्वेश्चंस को स्कैन करके स्पीड ना रीड करना है ऐसे. एक क्वेश्चन अगर पॉसिबल है, मैं एक बात को, एक सेक्शन को मैं 2 बार मैं रीड कर लेती हूँ. कोशिश करना कि स्पीड से पढ़ना है. ठीक है?
ओके मैम।
स्टार्टेड.
Practice listening test 10. You will hear a number of different recordings, and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 parts. Now turn to part 1. Part 1.
In a moment, you're going to hear a conversation between Mary, the college receptionist, and a student, Matthew. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 3. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen to the conversation and answer questions 1 to 3.
Good morning. Welcome to the College of Languages. How may I help you?
Good morning. I wanted to register for a language course.
Great. You have come to the right place. Could you tell me your name, please?
Sure. My name is Matthew Arnold.
Okay, Matthew. Which language do you want to learn?
That's a question that always puzzles me.
Puzzles you? How?
Well, I think I can learn any language I want pretty fast. Choosing one could be quite perplexing at times.
Aha! So you are one of those who are really good at languages. Well, you can enroll in more than one language course with us if you wish. Our college offers convenient timings that allow students to attend more than one class in a day. Which languages are you interested in?
Oh, I don't think I will be able to keep up with 2 languages at the moment, because I have to attend music classes in the evenings. You see, these days I am on vacation, and my parents want me to pick up some additional skills. So I have art classes in the mornings and music classes in the evenings. The only free time I have will now be taken up by the language classes.
Okay, which language do you want to learn then?
Well, I think I will go for French.
Well, Matthew, there are 3 courses on French, and each one caters to different needs of the students.
Oh, could you tell me more about them?
Well, the 3 courses are based on the knowledge that a student has of the language. The 3 levels taught here are 1. Elementary, for students who are beginners and have no prior knowledge of the language.
Before the conversation continues, you have some time to look at questions 4 to 10. Listen carefully and answer questions 4 to 10.
2. Medium, for students who have a basic knowledge of the language. The students who enroll for this course are able to construct short sentences. They are also able to read short stories and answer questions that check their understanding of the story. This course is designed to increase the fluency of students and also to improve their pronunciation. And 3, proficient. This level is suitable for students well-versed with a language and who want to specialize in a particular area of the language, for example, literature, poetry, drama, etc. This course is for people who want to gain expertise in the particular field of the language. The duration of all courses, regardless of a student's proficiency in a language, is 10 weeks. Here, will you please fill up this request for registration application form?
Okay, but I am not sure which course I should enroll in because I learned French a long time ago and I haven't been in touch with it since.
Do you have a formal certificate of qualification?
Nope, not that I remember.
In that case, I suggest you to join the elementary level French course. This way you can get familiar with the basics and then shift to the medium level if and when you feel that you need to advance. Of course, this will be subject to your clearing a preliminary proficiency test.
Right, I'll do that. How much money shall I need to pay for moving from the elementary level to the medium or the proficient level?
You need not pay anything to advance to the medium level from the elementary level, provided that you complete both within the same 10-week period. But you will have to pay an additional £750 advance to the proficient level from the middle level. Again, only if this is done within a single module period.
So, the fees for both the medium and elementary levels are the same.
Oh, yeah. It is $1,500 each for the elementary and the middle levels, and this is for the entire module. We charge extra for the proficient level because it is more specific, as learners target one particular field when at this level.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know for now. Thanks for your help. I will come tomorrow and deposit the fee.
Sure, I'll be looking forward to seeing you. Good day.
That is the end of part 1. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to part 2. Part 2.
In a moment, you will hear Miss Lee Sharon's monologue on the life and works of Jules Verne in a literary seminar. First, you have some time to look at the questions 11 to 15.
11 to 20, I have already read once all these questions. I hope आप लोगों ने भी read कर लिए हैं एक बारी. I have shown all
Yes,
the
ma'am.
questions to you once.
Now listen to the first part of the speech and answer the questions 11 to 15.
Through the years, the Earth has been home to some truly remarkable individuals. Some stood out for their extraordinary talent in fields as varied as history, science, music, dance, and literature. But beyond talent, humanity has also seen the rise of a different kind of genius. Individuals who had an extraordinary vision for the future. Some of them were solely concerned with specific fields like science, mathematics, art, or literature. They were mainly concerned with making predictions about the future course that these fields would take. And among this rare group of visionaries, a few weren't just thinkers, they were dreamers, whose thoughts often bordered on prophecy. One such extraordinary individual was Jules Verne, a writer of many fantastic science fiction novels. His imagination carved out entire worlds before anyone could even think of building them. Verne is regarded by most as the father of science fiction. His work was so ahead of its time that at the time of writing it, most people considered it as mere flights of his imagination and fantasy. At a time when most literature focused on romance, history, or moral tale, Verne's bold use of scientific themes made his work stand apart. No one at that time realized that what was being disregarded as imagination would in future become as much a part of reality as blood is a part of a living body. Jules Verne was born on February 8, 1828, in Nantes, a port city in France known for its shipbuilding culture. His father, Pierre Verne, was a successful lawyer. As a child, Jules developed a great interest in travel and exploration, a passion he showed as a writer of adventure stories and science fiction.
Before you listen, you have some time to look at questions 16 to 20. Listen to the second part of the speech and answer questions 16 to 20.
Jules had a brother, Paul, whom he loved very much. Both of them were sent to a boarding school to get their education. Boarding school was a formative experience for Verne, shaping not only his intellect, but also his sense of independence and imagination. After completing his studies in the boarding school, Jules was sent to Paris in 1848 to study law. While pursuing his studies, he found himself in the midst of a city buzzing with change, not just political revolution, but cultural and intellectual shifts that stirred his curiosity. Although he did not complete his education in law, he joined his father's law firm at the age of 18. Despite entering the legal profession, Verne's heart was never in it. Like most of the famous and talented people, he too did not like to be constrained in any form, physical or mental. Jules was destined to be a drama writer, and no one could stop him from being one. He made an acquaintance with Alexander de Sionis, and with the latter's help, Verne produced his first one-act play Broken Strauss in 1850. This marked the beginning of his creative journey. He was drawn to the freedom and unpredictability of writing. He gave up law to write as a freelance writer. He also wrote stories for the journal Musée. This journal became an outlet for many of his early pieces. His stories were unique in blending both historical and scientific elements, both in nature and content. Verne resisted the temptation to join in the Californian gold rush and decided to pursue science fiction. At that time, Alexander Dumas was an eminent fiction writer known all over the world. Dumas's position as a writer inspired Verne to achieve the same. He took up work at a theater. During this time, he found time not only for writing stories and articles, but also to read books on exploration and discovery. He also got married to Honorine Morel, a young widow he had fallen in love with. To ensure financial stability, he decided to leave writing behind and become a stockbroker. Though he had forsaken his passion for a practical reason, yet he could hardly resist his inner urge for too long. Eventually, that inner voice won. He could no longer ignore the stories waiting to be written, the worlds only he could imagine. He achieved success in both roles that he chose, that is, of a stockbroker and of a man of letters. His novels went on to capture the imagination of readers across the globe. Works like Journey to the Center of the Earth and Around the World in 80 Days remain timeless testaments to his visionary genius.
That is the end of part 2. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to part 3. Part 3.
You will hear a conversation between a teacher, Mr. Green, and two students, Ben and Charlie. The teacher is telling them the way to organize co-curricular activities. First, you have some time to look at the questions, 21 to 25. Now listen to the first part of the conversation and answer the questions, 21 to 25.
Good morning, boys.
Good morning, Mr. Green. Good morning, Mr. Green. It's good that we met by chance. Actually, we wanted to see you in connection with the sports meet to be held on the 16th of next month, that is 16th October. We have been entrusted the responsibility to organize the meet. Now, we don't know anything about planning such things.
Oh, I think I can help you on this. Okay, tell me, what is it that you are finding difficult?
Mr. Green, we wanted to know the way to organize co-curricular activities.
To be effective in organizing co-curricular activities, you have to keep several things in mind. I think you have been participating in sports meets for a long time. Can you tell me what your teachers used to do when there was sports meet in your school?
Yes, a notice was sent to our classes which had details like name of the events to be held, venue for the event, and the last dates for receiving entries.
That is the secondary part. The first thing that you should do is to set the aims or objectives for holding that event.
Yes, I remember. Our teacher organized an event because she wanted to select students who were the best in sports and those who could represent our school at various inter-school tournaments.
That is one of the objectives, but not the main.
What is the main objective then?
The main objective is to bring forth the hidden talents of the students.
Oh yes, that's an important one. But what about the other objectives that have to be kept in mind?
Well, you have to arrange all the equipment required. This is done after careful planning. The next important step in the successful organization of co-curricular activities is the allocation of duties. This involves the tedious task of allocating responsibility to various people, keeping in mind their strengths and weaknesses.
You mean assigning responsibilities according to the capabilities of a person?
Yeah, you are right. Here, wait for a few seconds. I have to make an important call if you don't mind.
No, it's all right. We can wait. Please carry on.
Thanks.
Before the conversation continues, you have some time to look at questions 26 to 30. Listen to the second part of the conversation and answer questions 26 to 30.
Thanks for your cooperation. Actually, it was an urgent call, so I had to make it.
It's fine. So, what comes after that?
Where was I? Yes, the next important thing that should be kept in mind is choosing the venue for the event. When choosing the venue, the things to pay attention to are cleanliness, facilities, and a secure storeroom for the players. In addition to this, importance should also be given to the facilities available for the participants to practice. Another important point that many organizers forget is that there should be an adequate system in place to check in discipline. Participants have to be informed in advance of the rules that are applicable to them and also to define their boundaries so that there are no hassles.
Is it such an important thing for the organizer to take care of?
My child, success of the whole event depends on discipline.
What else do we have to keep in mind?
The last thing is to evaluate the events fairly and in an unbiased fashion. You have to take care that the person in charge of declaring the results is trustworthy and is fair in his approach. The results are to be prepared and recorded for all to see. We call it emulation and recording.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Green. I am sure the tips you gave us will be beneficial in organizing the sports meet.
That is the end of part 3. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to part 4. Part 4.
Listen to a lecture on the defense mechanism of our body against diseases and answer questions 31 to 40. You have some time to look at the questions 31 to 40. Now listen to the lecture and answer the questions 31 to 40.
Students, today we will discuss the defense mechanism of a body against diseases.
In simple words, how does our body protect itself from various painful diseases? Our skin acts as the body's first line of protection from any kind of malady. Malady is another name for disease. The entry of microorganisms in the body is prevented by keratinized cells in the epidermis. Epidermis is the outer non-sensitive layer of skin. The skin contains glands known as sebaceous glands. These are associated with the hair follicles and are most numerous on the scalp, the face, the middle of the back, and around the genitalia. They produce a substance known as sebum, which comprises triglyceride, waxes, paraffins, and cholesterol. The main function of the sebum is to waterproof the skin, but it is also thought to have an antibacterial action. The skin also protects from all the minor mechanical blows that the environment deals, for example, pressure and friction. When intact, the skin is virtually impermeable to microorganisms and also protects us from chemicals such as weak acids and alkalis and most gases, although some gases developed for use in chemical warfare can be absorbed through the skin. The integument gives some protection from physical trauma, for instance, from some forms of particulate radiation such as alpha rays and, to a lesser extent, from beta rays. The skin is totally impermeable to alpha rays, and beta rays can only penetrate a few millimeters, thus protecting the underlying organs from the potentially harmful effects. In addition, the skin is protected from the harmful effects of ultraviolet radiation by the production of melanin within it. On each square centimeter of skin, there may be up to 3 million microorganisms, most of which are commensals. A harmless association exists between humans and the commensals. Commensals have, in general, become adapted to live off human skin scales and slightly acid secretions produced by the skin. Normally, we live in harmony with the commensal bacteria, so long as the skin barrier remains intact. However, if these bacteria are given the opportunity to invade the dermis or body cavities, such as the bladder, then serious infections can occur. Now, do you know what the purpose of small hairs and mucus secretion in the lining of the nose is? They prevent the entry of microorganisms through the respiratory system. The wax that is produced in our ears also has bactericidal properties. Hydrochloric acid in the stomach is responsible for killing bacteria that enter along with food. Tears and saliva contain germicidal agents. So just see how beautifully our body guards itself against any kind of harm looming large on our heads at every entry point. Now tell me, what can we do to safeguard ourselves against these threatening problems? Even we have some responsibility towards ourselves. The answer lies in personal hygiene and maintaining cleanliness at home and in office. Mainly, there are two methods to kill harmful bacteria: physical methods and chemical methods. Today, we will discuss physical methods in detail. Boiling is the most common physical method which a common man generally practices. If we boil a product at 100 degrees centigrade for sufficient time, all the harmful bacteria are killed. Drying the products, like peas, spices, coriander, and mint, in sun kills all the bacteria by making water unavailable for bacteria to thrive on. Making delicious, spicy pickles by putting a lot of oil and salt is also a common man's method of food preservation. I'm sure most of you must have come across the term pasteurized milk, used extensively by milk vendors. Pasteurization is a process of raising the temperature for a short time and then cooling it quickly. It makes the milk safe to drink and kills all the disease-causing bacteria. You must know that pasteurization and boiling are very different from each other. Boiling can easily be accomplished in our homes, but pasteurization is done in big industries only. Sterilization of packed disposable instruments like contact lenses and syringes is done with gamma radiation. Not everyone can use this process as it has to be done in a proper scientific setup, and it is also very costly. Incineration is another process which is used to destroy biomedical waste from hospitals. We all know waste from hospitals is highly infectious and is prone to be misused, for example, used syringes and needles. Incineration is a major physical process in which waste is burnt at high temperature in a furnace with a long chimney. Before I discuss various chemical methods to kill harmful bacteria, I hope all the physical methods are clear to you. If you still have some doubts, you can clarify them with me after class in my office. You can come to me between 3 and 4:30 today. Oh, sorry, not today, but tomorrow at the same times, I will be available in my office. Thank you.
37 council bolo. Fatapat, switch on your mics. Hurry up.
That is the end of part 4. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
We have only 2 minutes to type down the answers. Hurry up. 37 answer is? Bolo, switch on your mics. Hurry up. Sonakshi ma'am, Ambit ma'am.
हेलो.
जी, 37 answer is?
नहीं मिला मैम मुझे.
शाबाश. 36 is?
Infections.
Spelling check कर लियो मेरे नाल. Infections.
That is the end of
F
the
नहीं
listening test.
F नहीं आ रहा.
आगे 35.
No. नहीं मिला.
Very good. Mamit ma'am. मैंने
नहीं
गुस्सा आ
मिलेगा.
रहा है आज बहुत ज्यादा. बहुत गलत बात है. 34 is?
कंफ्यूज करता उन्होंने.
34.
नहीं मिला मैम में भी.
33.
33 का है रेडिएशन.
कोई गल नहीं. रेडिएशन के रेडिएशंस ऐसा है कि नहीं है?
रेडिएशन.
मेक्स द स्किन
वाटरप्रूफ.
वैसे ना डांट खाने वाले काम करते हो. हद नहीं है वैसे.
आउटर.
कोई गल नहीं. बताऊंगी. 33rd सेक्शन इसका बोलो.
सी.
आगे.
डी.
और 2 चूज करने थे इसमें.
नो बी.
और बी और
ए.
दो
ही थे ना मैम.
तो 2 थे. बी और ए बोला ना आपने.
नहीं मैंने बोला डी. सी. सॉरी. ये हाँ जी डी.
डी और बस.
हाँ जी.
30 नेक्स्ट 2.
सी और डी.
सी और डी. नेक्स्ट फटाफट. सी. नेक्स्ट.
जी.
नेक्स्ट.
ए.
नेक्स्ट.
डी.
नेक्स्ट.
बी.
बी.
हाँ जी.
ओके. 11th.
विजन.
नेक्स्ट.
नो प्रेडिक्शंस. सॉरी. प्रेडिक्शंस. मैंने लिखा हुआ था गलत कर दिया.
आगे.
साइंस.
That is the end of the
जाओ
listening
यार.
test.
चलो चेक करेंगे आंसर आपने क्या लिखे हैं. वैसे बहुत आज गलत बात है. डाल देना मैम.
औखा सीगा लास्ट.
कोई औखा नहीं सीगा. बिल्कुल भी मुश्किल नहीं था. मैंने भी किया ना साथ में.
औखा
आई
नहीं
नो. क्या मुश्किल थी इसमें बताओ मेरे को. फर्स्ट आंसर बोलो क्या है.
फर्स्ट का एडिशनल.
एडिशनल राइट. सेकंड का आंसर बोलो. फ्रेंच. थर्ड इज नॉलेज. फोर्थ इज
क्वेश्चंस.
फिफ्थ इज
प्रोनाउंसिएशन.
स्पेलिंग चेक कर लो नाल प्लीज. प्रोनाउंसिएशन. सिक्स्थ इज एक्सपर्टीज. स्पेलिंग चेक कर लो. सेवेंथ इज
10.
10. एट्थ इज एलिमेंट्री. स्पेलिंग चेक कर लो मनप्रीत मैम.
हाँ जी.
नाइन्थ इज
750.
750. 10th is 1500.
1500.
1500.
11 का प्रिडिक्शन सही है आपका।
Predictions.
प्रिडिक्शंस है, एस डाला तो सही होगा, एस नहीं है तो आपका
हाँ जी।
रॉन्ग हो जाएगा। 12th इज
नहीं नहीं डालो।
साइंस,
साइंस। हाँ जी।
Science.
राइट। 13 इज
इमेजिनेशन।
Imagination.
इमेजिनेशन। 14 इज
रियलिटी।
Reality.
रियलिटी, राइट। 15 इज
इंटरेस्ट।
इंटरेस्ट, वेरी गुड। अच्छा, आपने मेरा सेक्शन 4 में
1848।
क्यों गड़बड़ कर दी, मेरे को ये बताओ। एनीवे, 16th इज
1848।
राइट। 17 इज
18।
18.
18 इज
हाँ जी।
Stories.
स्टोरीज,
स्टोरीज।
राइट। 19th इज
इनर अर्ज।
पैशन और अर्ज।
अर्ज, ओके।
हाँ,
इनर अर्ज।
ये दोनों वर्ड उसने बोले थे।
हाँ जी।
20th इज
सक्सेस। सक्सेस।
सक्सेस, वेरी नाइस। मल्टीपल चॉइस सारे सही है, एक लास्ट गलत कर दिया आपने।
मैं मेरे
20,
चेक करवा दूं?
हाँ जी श्योर। 21 का इज थर्ड वाला ऑप्शन, हेल्प इन प्लानिंग का। 22 इज 22 एंड 23 एक साथ ही है। सेकंड था नोटिस वाला और एम्स वाला, दो था।
हाँ जी।
ठीक है। 25 और 24 के भी दो थे, चूजिंग हु आर बेस्ट एंड ब्रिंगिंग आउट हिडन टैलेंट्स। कोई डाउट?
ओके ओके ओके।
नो
ठीक
मैम।
है,
नहीं।
चलो
25th. ओके.
नेक्स्ट आपका लिसनिंग द कॉलम, इसमें भी सारे सही, एक गलत कर दिया। एनीवेज चेक कर लेते हैं। 26 का आंसर इज सी।
हाँ जी।
हाँ जी।
ठीक है, चूजिंग का वेन्यू वाला सही था, सी। 27th का जी।
जी.
28th इज
ए.
एफ।
एफ.
मैंने भी ए लिखा था मैम यहाँ पे।
28 का एफ। 29th इज
डी।
डी एंड 30th इज
बी।
बी.
बी, राइट। ये सो ए इजी थे आज, इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं थी। इट इज ऑल अबाउट द कॉन्वर्सेशन। अगर आप ध्यान से सुनते हो ना कॉन्सेंट्रेशन के साथ, तो इसमें गलत होने के चांसेस नहीं थे। आपने
जी
सारे
मैम।
सही कर लिए। और सेक्शन 4 में दिक्कत क्यों आई यार, मेरे को जवाब दो इस चीज का। नहीं मिला, नहीं मिला, नहीं,
मैम
क्यों नहीं मिला?
एक्चुअली जहाँ वो ये वाले जो छूटे हैं ना, वहाँ इन्फॉर्मेशन मतलब एक ही लाइन में, बहुत कम लाइन में उसने खत्म कर दी। बट आपने एंड पे देखा, वहां पे उसने वो एक जगह पे वो जो लास्ट वाला था, दो चीजों का कंपैरिजन किया, वहां पे उसने इतनी सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन पास ऑन कर दी।
लेकिन इसमें से अपना एक हमने, चल लिखना ये नहीं निकला, बाकी सारे तो मैंने पहले ही लिख दिए थे। एक ही मिस कर
हाँ
दिया
जी।
मैंने। अच्छा, वो मिला नहीं आपको कि 31 का आंसर क्या लिखा था, बोलो।
आउटर।
आउटर,
आउटर.
राइट। 32 का आंसर इज
वाटर प्रूफ।
प्रूफ.
वाटर प्रूफ, भी सही है। इसका गलत हो गया, प्रोटेक्ट्स द डैश बीनीथ द स्किन। रेडिएशन इसका आंसर बोला था अपना, वो आंसर नहीं है रेडिएशन। इसका आंसर इज ऑर्गन्स।
ओके।
हाँ, इसकी ऑडियो कहाँ से सुनाई देगी?
The correct answer is organs. The speaker said, the skin is totally impermeable to alpha rays, and beta rays can only penetrate a few millimeters, thus protecting the underlying organs from the potentially harmful effects.
ठीक है, समझ गए?
बीनीथ अंडरलाइन। बीनीथ
प्रोटेक्ट्स द
अंडरलाइन।
ऑर्गन्स अंडरलाइन दिस, ऐसे बोला था उसने। 34 का क्या लिखा है, बोलो। मिला नहीं है आपको, है ना? 34 क्वेश्चन था आपका। इट ऑल्सो हैज commensals which have become dash to living human adapted। इसका आंसर था
Okay.
adapted। ऑडियो भी सुन लो।
The correct answer is adapted. The speaker said, commensals have in general become adapted to live off human skin scales and slightly acid secretion.
ठीक है, नेक्स्ट। 35 का आंसर भी नहीं मिला आपको।
मिला था मैम, इन्फेक्शंस।
यहाँ पे लिखा क्यों नहीं? इंटैक्ट, गलत था आपका। स्किन
Okay, okay.
बिकम्स इंटैक्ट।
सेक्शन आ गया.
स्किन्स बिकम इंटैक्ट, स्किन वाला क्वेश्चन था ना, स्किन इज इंटैक्ट।
हाँ जी। हाँ जी।
इंटैक्ट था इसका आंसर। 36 का आंसर
Infections.
बोलो।
All the infections.
36। हाँ जी, उसका इन्फेक्शन था, सॉरी।
36 का इन्फेक्शन है।
36।
ये ठीक था।
हाँ जी।
फिर 7th आपको मिला नहीं, इसका था
हाँ जी।
लाइनिंग। क्वेश्चन था ये आपका 37 थे, स्मॉल हेयर्स एंड म्यूकस सिक्रीशन इन द लाइनिंग्स ऑफ द नोज एंड obstruct डैश डैश। ऑडियो सुननी है इसकी?
नहीं मैम ठीक है।
The correct answer is lining. The speaker said, "Now do you know what the purpose of small hairs and mucus secretion in the lining of the nose is?"
ठीक है, 38 का आंसर
स्टमक।
स्टमक, 39th इज
साइंटिफिक।
साइंटिफिक।
साइंटिफिक, 40th इज
इन्फेक्शियस।
इनफेक्शियस। स्पेलिंग चेक कर लेना, ठीक है।
हाँ जी मैम।
चलो, ये मेरे ख्याल से तो यार ये लिसनिंग सारी इजी थी, मेरे को इसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है कि मैंने भी करी आपके साथ, और मैंने पहले ये
नहीं
पीछे
मैम।
वाले आंसर टाइप कर दिए थे, मेरे को इसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं आई, मेरे को इसमें कुछ मुश्किल नहीं लगा। सिनाक्षी मैम, कितना आपके रॉन्ग हुए क्वेश्चंस? काफी ज्यादा, 3 4 तो आपके इसमें ही गलत हो गए। लास्ट वाले में
इसी
आपके
में गलत हुए।
दो
हर
तीन
सेक्शन में
गलत।
2 हुए हैं और इसमें
वेरी गुड।
एक।
फर्स्ट में 2 गलत कौन से हो गए आपके?
नहीं, सेक्शन सी में।
अच्छा, सेक्शन 3 में आपके 2 गलत हो गए।
हाँ जी।
सेक्शन 1 में कितने गलत है? सारे सही हैं।
कोई भी नहीं, सारे सही हैं।
सेक्शन 2 में 11 to 20 के बीच में।
सारे सही हैं वो भी।
वेरी गुड। 3 में।
3 में 2 गलत हो गए।
ओके, और लास्ट में 3 आई गेस
लास्ट में तो गिनने पड़ेंगे।
कि ज्यादा ही गलत है।
हाँ।
3 मैम, 3।
3 4 5, 35, फिर भी आगे 7.5 गैस। चलो, कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन थोड़ा सा आगे से मैम प्लीज ध्यान से। सेक्शन 4 इतना मुश्किल नहीं था।
जी मैम।
कॉन्सेंट्रेशन एंड कॉन्वर्सेशन बेस्ड था, इतना मुश्किल नहीं था। मैम, फिर मैम सेक्शन 1 में कितने गलत हुए आपके?
नहीं सही है, सही है मैम सारा।
सारे सही है।
हाँ जी।
वेरी गुड। सेक्शन 2 में
सेक्शन 2 ये भी सही है।
सारा सही है।
हाँ जी।
पक्की गल है।
पक्की गल है जी।
ब्लैंक्स की स्पेलिंग आपकी सारी सही है।
ਬਲੈਂਕਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੌਖੀਆਂ ਸੀ, ਪ੍ਰੈਡਿਕਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ इमेजिनेशन ही सी, रियलिटी ਤੇ इंटरेस्ट सी।
मतलब हाँ, मतलब ब्लैंक्स की स्पेलिंग सारी सही है आपकी, मैं ये पूछ रही हूँ।
हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ
एलिमेंट्री
जी।
स्पेलिंग सारे सही है आपके। ई ए में आपको आज गलती नहीं हुई।
मैं सीखी सी एलिमेंट्री।
चलो, गुड। सेक्शन 3 च कितने गलत है?
सेक्शन 3 ਚ 1 2 3 4।
शाबाश, वेरी गुड। क्यों, वेयर एंड व्हाई?
मैं 28 29 27।
मैचिंग इन्फॉर्मेशन में गलत कर दी ऊपर, मतलब मल्टीपल चॉइस सही से सारे।
हम्म।
चलो, इसकी याचना करेंगे प्रैक्टिस फिर से अलग से, मैचिंग द इन्फॉर्मेशन की लिस्टिंग की, मेरे को याद कराना, ठीक है। जब क्लास लगाएंगे ना, इसकी प्रैक्टिस कर लेंगे थोड़ी सी, आपकी सुबह करवा दूंगी या जैसे भी आप बोलो। और लास्ट सेक्शन
ओके।
में कितने गलत हुए आपके वहां पे मैम?
लास्ट ਚ सही 4 आ।
मतलब 6 गलत, 10 गलत, 7 बैंड आए आपके, दैट मीन्स 4 आपके इसमें गलत हो गए, 6 आपके इसमें गलत हो गए,
हम्म।
7 बैंड। चलो, फिर भी 7 बैंड पे पहुंच गए आप, 5.5 से 6 से 6.5 से 7 पे पहुंच गए हो। लेकिन
साढ़े
प्लीज,
पांच तो मैम, साढ़े
साढ़े
पांच तो।
पांच तो 7 पे पहुंच गए हो, बिग डील है फिर भी, लेकिन फिर भी सेक्शन 4 में
हम्म।
गलत आंसर्स होने नहीं चाहिए, ब्लैंक्स होती हैं, बहुत इजी होती है। मैनू तो यार इसमें हैरानी है, ਇਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ क्यों छोड़ क्यों दिए, क्या दिक्कत क्या
मैम
आई?
मुझे ऐसा लगा जो,
समझ।
हाँ ब्लैंक 4, ये सेक्शन 4 का वो था ना स्पीकर, उसका वॉल्यूम थोड़ा कम था, पता नहीं, मैंने फुल भी किया अपने लैपटॉप का वॉल्यूम, फिर भी उसका वॉल्यूम मुझे थोड़ा कम।
आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड, ये दिक्कत हो सकती है कि मैं आपके शेयर स्क्रीन मैंने शेयर करी, अगर आप शायद अपने आप खुद से करते तो मे भी ये सही हो जाते।
हम्म।
नहीं नहीं मैम, पहले दूसरा तीसरा तो बिल्कुल ठीक था, उसमें तो कोई वॉल्यूम का इशू नहीं था। ये फोर्थ
हम्म,
वाले में मुझे पर्सनली लगा वॉल्यूम का इशू था।
हो सकता है, क्योंकि मैंने स्क्रीन मेरी, आप मेरा लैपटॉप है ना, खुद से करते तो ही
ਜੇ
बोल रही हूँ, अपने
ਜਿਹੜਾ
आप लैपटॉप।
34 ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਸੀ, ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਆਨਸਰ ਬੋਲਣ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਉਦੋਂ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਆਈ, ਉਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰ ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗੀ।
अच्छा, चलो, ठीक है, एनीवेज फिर भी काफी अच्छा रहा, गुड है। 7 है, 7.5। ठीक है, चलो, फिर भी अच्छा कर
एक
लिया
एक
तो।
बैंड डाउन चला गया।
हाँ, कोई गल नहीं, इट्स ओके।